Applied Materials just laid off 1,400 employees. AI and automation continues to ravage the market. It's a day that ends with Y, so you know that companies are going to be laying off people due to AI and automation. We're seeing it every day. Guys, just this week, Amazon, Nestle, Molson, Target, GM, all announced layoffs. I recorded videos on a few of them. You can check them out here. It's just really shocking what's happening, and I just feel like in this world, guys, you, regular guys, we're gonna need to adapt if we're gonna stay relevant, respected, and financially free. If we're gonna continue to provide for our families, we're gonna need to evolve, because these layoffs are shocking and they're terrifying. They're happening all over the place. Now, granted, I think there's great opportunities to be had, but there are layoffs abundant. Let's look a little bit closer at what's happening with Applied Materials, because you don't just need to take my word for it. Let's hear from his CEO, Gary Dickerson. He attributed the action to evolving business needs. He stated, and I quote, "Automation, digitalization, and geographic shifts are redefining the company's workforce needs." You just heard it right there, guys. Automation and digitalization. Now, there's another thing in there, which is the changes in the global workforce, and I think that's interesting. And guys, by the way, if you're new here, like, subscribe. Monday through Saturday, fresh videos are coming to you from me about what's happening in the job market, how AI is impacting your world. But when I hear this happening, the first thing I think, well, this company must be struggling. Not the case. This company, guys, last year recorded record revenue of over $27 billion. And what does this company do? Well, they make equipment that's needed to construct semiconductors, to build these chips and such. So if you're going to be in manufacturing chips, you need Applied Materials. And what is something that's been a real big push here in the United States recently? It's been construction, building, manufacturing. We want to bring the manufacturing back to the United States. So again, these guys are completely reshuffling what's going on. Tons of opportunity. Now, they are also hurting a little bit because of this U.S. China export issue. And according to my research, they took about a 600 million hit in revenue over the past few quarters. So that does impact it as well. Regardless, okay, you're not going to be sending over these and by the way, like China already has tons of robots. We covered this in a video a couple days ago. I'll post a link to it here. You know, to me, the big market opportunity for a company like Applied Materials is here in the United States, where we're just building out infrastructure for manufacturing creation. You may disagree, by the way. I think this is an interesting topic, an interesting place to kind of debate and discuss. So put your ideas in the comments. If you have a really good comment, I will pin it. I've pinned great comments before, and I will pin great comments in the future. At the end of the day, guys, what we can see is that AI continues to make a massive shift in the market. And this idea of operational streamlining and AI involvement essentially means they are adapting to new needs in the American workforce. Again, I was kind of talking about this just a moment ago, but this data center construction is absolutely huge. I'll post a link to this video here, because the amount of hundreds of billions of dollars going into data center infrastructure. And this company is saying, well, all of those people, all these companies, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they all need what we give. They all need our manufacturing and devices. We might as well just lay off a bunch of people. Why? Because they need to streamline. They want to have a team and a staff that is able to evolve with these new market conditions. So at any rate, the AMAT's layoffs do underscore AI's dual role. It's going to drive demand for semiconductors. It's going to drive demand for this creative, but it's also going to displace jobs, because at the end of the day, these companies are automating. They're automating with robots. They're automating with AI. And to me, at least, it's very, very clear that we just have to adapt. Listen, guys, short video today. I appreciate you being here, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'm going to be smoking a bunch of pork because we're having a garage sale today. And as the constant entrepreneur, I'm giving away free pork to people that come to the house for the garage sale. The whole community's having a garage sale. So free barbecue pork. I'm smoking it. It's been smoking all night. By the time you're watching this, I will be eating smoked pork. So smoking a bunch of pork, giving it out to the community. And my kids, I said, listen, kids, you can have your lemonade stand. They're gonna be selling lemonade at $5 a glass. So you get free pork, but you gotta buy the glass of lemonade. And what are you gonna say to a cute kid? Of course, here's $5. So again, we're trying to adapt. I'm trying to instill in my kids, and boys, I would encourage you to do this as well. Encourage your kid to solve problems, to think about how they can generate income, because, and I put this in the comments below, I was engaging with someone. I said, listen, in this new world, you're really gonna have one of two options. You're gonna wait for the government to give you your bread, or you can go out, solve problems, and get bread on your own. And that's where I'm at, you know what I mean? I don't wanna rely on anyone else to give me. I want to solve problems. I wanna instill that in my kids as well. So all the dads out there, post in the comments if you agree. And last final thought here, again, thanks for being here. The last final thought, boys, is, I see this comment a lot. YouTubers, influencers, marketers, y'all are gonna be replaced by AI too. And I agree. I'm in this ballpark, right? And I understand that. I agree with that. In fact, I agree with it so much, I covered AI slop. I'm gonna post a link to it here. I posted a video yesterday about how AI slop is completely taking over the internet. In fact, there are predictions that AI video, blogs, articles, social media posts are gonna be 90% of the internet by 2027. So 14 months from now, almost the entire internet is gonna be AI slop. It is unbelievable. Is it even gonna be usable? You're gonna have to watch the video to check that out and see for yourself. All right, boys, have a great day. Appreciate you watching. Peace.